Hi guys, Rob here. In this video I'm looking at the Causeway Inn on the Mall, a 3.5 star 82 rooms hotel right in the centre of Melbourne. If you're unfamiliar with Melbourne, Australia, it's shown here on the map in red. If I zoom into Melbourne, you'll get a better idea of where the hotel is located in the CBD. It's right on Bourke Street Mall, well, just metres away anyhow. The Bourke Street Mall is the heart and soul of Melbourne's main shopping strip in the city. If you're coming to Melbourne and want to do a bit of shopping, this is a perfect location. The mall itself is only open to trams and pedestrians. Here you can find loads of shops, including the major department stores of Myer and David Jones. There's also a H&M in the old GPO building. You can listen to buskers. There's a Melbourne visitor booth here and plenty of specialty shops, including some arcades that lead off from the mall. Some of these arcades date back to marvellous Melbourne times. It's a great way to explore Melbourne. Because of its location, you can't actually drive right up to the hotel. They do have parking options as shown on screen. The hotel offers discounted rates, but you still will need to carry your luggage to the hotel, so keep that in mind. Check with the hotel for more details. The hotel is located on a laneway just off the Bourke Street Mall. In the mornings and for lunch, there are a number of cafes open in the laneway just outside the hotel. While the Causeway Inn does offer breakfast, which I'll show you in a moment, the cafes outside the hotel will provide a nicer selection as well as a better breakfast. At night though, these cafes close up, so if you need to eat for dinner, you need to at least walk around the corner, but there are plenty of restaurants within walking distance. There is one restaurant that is open for dinner in the laneway. It serves up seafood. You can eat messy, where you get plastic bibs and plastic gloves to eat with your hands. Or if you just want to eat normal dishes, they do offer that as well. I myself ordered some lobster pasta. The lobster was a little bit dry, but once you dipped it into the sauces, it was really nice. I did enjoy my meal, although the food here is a bit pricey. So getting back to the Causeway Inn on the mall, it only has a small frontage and lobby. It gives me that feeling of being in Hong Kong, just the way it's set up and how you can just walk metres away to all the shops. Anyhow, the staff are quite helpful and friendly here. The building itself is quite old, built back in the 1920s, so while the structure of the building is quite old, the insides have been refurbished, although the lift itself is still quite old. On one side of the lobby, they have tourist brochures and cards. They serve up a continental breakfast each morning. At the time I stayed, it was about $12.50 per person. For the price, the breakfast was okay. There was a fair selection with some fresh fruit, toast with a selection of spreads, tea and coffee, cereals, yogurts, and there was also some juices. The restaurant itself is only open for breakfast. There's a little chill out area at the end of the restaurant, and next to this is an internet kiosk, which I didn't use. So to the rooms. To book, you can go directly to the hotel's own website. They have a description of room types and prices. On the date I entered, the best rate was for the standard double room and advanced purchase, which was just under $100. As you can see, there's multi types of rooms you can book. The first room I will show in a minute was the Queen room, which you can see the prices. The room types go up all the way up to their family room. As a comparison, on some other websites, Trivago was showing prices from around $105. You can see all the booking sites' prices as shown. Hotels combined was showing from about $101. As I've got points with Agoda, I was able to get a discount if I booked with them. Anyhow, you'll get a ballpark figure of the price for these room types. Just do a bit of searching around at the time of your booking, or use your favourite booking site if you have points with them. So the first room I stayed at was the Queen room, which obviously comes with a queen bed. The room size is not huge for sure, but it was adequate. The comfort of the bed was okay. and the room was clean. There's a little wardrobe with an ironing board, hangers and a safe. The TV has local channels and also has a few Foxtel channels, which is a cable network. There's a mini bar, tea and coffee making facilities and a hairdryer. It did have a window in this room type, but not much of a view, as you can see. You'll get a better idea in the daylight hours as to what I could see. In a moment I'll show you what you get if you book one of the more room views. With the window you could only slightly open it, as shown, and the room also came with a climate control. The bathroom was pretty much stock standard, coming with the general amenities, and it was clean. Not very large though, and of course in the shower there were the gels and shampoos. On screen is some of the general hotel info. The hotel does have free Wi-Fi, but it will depend on the location of the room. One room I stayed in, the internet was okay, and in the other room I stayed, which was at the end of the hallway, the internet connection was just terrible. The next room I stayed was the mall room, which is the one with a view. Some booking sites still listed as a queen room with a view. On this occasion I had the corner room. Basically the information from the previous room pretty much are the same. So the facilities, size of the room, etc. are all fairly much the same, although the mirror here in this room was nearly full length. So the rooms themselves, for the price you're paying, isn't too bad. Certainly nothing luxurious though. This is a view from one side of the corner room. If you put your head up close to the window, you could just see part of the Bourke Street Mall. The window facing directly onto the mall. There is a little bit of a balcony, but the window is locked, so you can't access this. So in fact the views aren't that good anyhow. I have to mention you do get a little bit of street noise from buskers in the mall, trams donging, and the GPO's clock tower. Hopefully the camera's mic picks it up so you can hear it, so you can get a better idea what I mean. Personally I didn't think it was a deal breaker. It is noticeable, but I wouldn't say it's too bad, and the noises don't go late on into the night either. I'm a pretty light sleeper and I wasn't interrupted by any noises. The bathroom was pretty much identical to the other one I showed. Again, adequate enough. So to the verdict of the hotel. Overall I think the Causeway Inn on the mall is a fairly decent affordable hotel in a fantastic location, just metres away from the Bourke Street Mall. If you want to be in the heart of Melbourne and you don't need all the flashy luxuries in your room, this hotel is well worth looking at, particularly if you're going to be out all day and just need a decent room to sleep at. For around $100, it's fairly good value. For me, I'd rate it as above average. If you need more ideas on hotels in Melbourne or for things to do, please check out my channel, as I've done other videos on these. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.